Hello and welcome back to the Battle Room. My name is Colin, and today we have the finals of the Rose Tower Spikemuth Tour. Now, I'm feeling confident. I think my team is fantastic. Joe UX9 made it. It's performed for me incredibly well. I haven't lost since like the round 3. But yeah, I'm excited to play in the finals here. I hopefully can take it home once again. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling extremely confident. I don't know what the matchup is, but let's see. It is Torn. Okay, we got Serena, we got Torn, we got Taunt, we got a lot of stuff going on here. Got Torn, Spectrier, Dracovish, Serena, Ensign, Lando. So I think they're just going to lead, like, they have to, okay, so one thing that is pretty good for me here that I already know how they have to play is they have to respect P2 plus Ensign. And although, like, leading them is fine, they probably have Taunt on something here, but I think leading them together is fine. I can play around it. I think P2 is absolutely insane here, and it's just going to be about playing my P2 and dodging Dracovish as much as I can. I like Rillaboom a lot, honestly. It really... Obviously, they have Serena, but I think bringing Boomer is fine into this. And then... I don't mind Sylveon. I don't know if we're actually going to get Trick Room up as the thing. I like Sylveon. I still like Sylveon. Let's bring Sylve. I think it's just about navigating around the Taunt, figuring out where Taunt is, what Mon has Taunt, because 4 Pokemon could, like, reasonably run Taunt here. It could be Instant, Spectrier, Torn, and Serena. All of them really could have Taunt. So, I don't know. I think it's figuring out where it is. I think most likely it's probably on Torn, but I don't know. It could just be Serena. If they're not bringing Torn, I could start adjusting and bring Lando and stuff, but I think Torn might be the Taunt guy. But we'll have to see. It could also easily be on, like, Spectrier, and they could lead, like, Serena Spectrier. Speak of the devil. I still think Instant is good into this. That's the thing. It's like, yeah, they got Taunt. I have to deal with Taunt. But also, P2's fine. Like, P2's still good into this comp, good into this team, and it's just about navigating around the Taunt users and just... Obviously, they have Taunt, and I know they have Taunt, so I can play accordingly. Alright, I get the attack boost, which is not as what I wanted as much, but that's fine. I'm just going to go for Snarl right off the bat, and I'm going to go for Ice Beam into Serena. I think that's fine. It stops a lot of what they could do to me here. They're probably just going to... Yep, there's the Taunt. That's what I needed to know. That's the big thing, is where the Taunt is, and then I can play accordingly. They're going to U-turn me. That's fine. Probably just going to Dracovish, right? Dracovish. They need to kill P2. That's the big thing. P2 is their prime target here. I imagine they're bringing Dracovish, right? There he is. There he is. I kind of wish I partinged, but it's fine. You live and you learn. I get the Snarl off on a Spectrier. It feels pretty good. I could get a freeze here with P2, I suppose. But more importantly, I'm just dealing damage. I've already got ideas for game 2. Since we're not streaming, I can just share them with you. Ooh, that was a crit. Should we rely on it? No. No way. No way we should rely on this. No way we should rely on it. I don't want to lose Instant. Instant is so fire in this matchup. Like, if I get rid of Dracovish, Instant gets to go crazy. Whew, what a turn 1. A crit freeze from P2. Man, I need to go buy a lottery. I'm gonna go play roulette after this. Like, good lord, I'm so lucky. That was fire. Well, if it was fire, he wouldn't have been frozen. But that was so good. I'm not gonna rely on it though. Because I think sometimes though, like, so like he might unthaw right away or dethaw, whatever the terminology is. They might unthaw right away, but the big thing is that it's just a mental blow. Like, when you get frozen in Pokemon, I feel like it's just a huge, no, they didn't. It's Scarf. It's Scarf. Okay. That's good to know. Knowing it's Scarf is really big for me because it allows me because I was thinking about doing Lando and stuff, like Lando shenanigans, but now that I know it's Scarf, it's a little less appealing, and I still kind of want to just play around TR here. Pretty good Ice Beam on that guy. I think I'm gonna get Wisped. This freeze is so big for me. If I get Wisped, it's the end of the world. What do I need Boomer for? I think Boomer needs to kill Dracovish. I think that's why I brought it. Yeah, Boomer's for Dracovish. I should just kill it here. I could leave it alone. I want to kill it. Let's Drum Beating it and Ice Beam the slot as well. I need to kill this thing. They're gonna withdraw it into Incineroar. That's fair. So it's Incin, Dracovish, Serena, and Spectrier. I feel good about this game. I feel very good. They're gonna Wisp me. Yep, there it is. That's fine. I mean, I didn't want to risk switching an Incineroar. Like, I'm still playing like this thing's gonna unthaw at any point. So, it's fine. I don't mind this. Drum beating. Does negative damage, but it is what it is. I don't really mind. I think Rillaboom is still worth saving. I get the Ice Beam off. Dracovish is like the biggest problem, I think, for me. Dealing with Draco is like the biggest thing, and we actually just froze at game 1, so we take those. Okay, now I'd like to deal with Spectrier. That's the next threat on my agenda. I also would like to get Trick Room up at some point, but at this point, who knows if that's possible. I'm going to press U-turn onto Spectrier. I'll press U-turn onto Incin. Get damage on him. And then I'm going to go for... I'm actually going to try to press Trick Room here. If I get Trick Room, that's cool, but I kind of doubt I'll get it. But I want to keep my opponent honest. I want them to have to keep pressing Taunt. If they're not pressing Taunt, that's good for me. Or if they're pressing Taunt, that's good for me. So I want them to keep pressing this button and making sure they have to do it. I like that dude's hat. He had the berries on it. That was actually so sick. Yep, they gave me Trick Room. Like, they gave me Trick Room here. And I U-turned. This is so good. Like, it's obviously not a bad play for my opponent to do what they're doing, but unless they got Taunt on that guy too. But I want to keep him honest, and if I'm going to get Trick Room, I'm going to get Trick Room. Let's go Sylve here. I want to be able to kill Dracovish. And I want to switch out P2 next turn, so that's my plan here. Let's see what they do. They're just going to Flare Blitz me. What the heck? Oh, they Flare Blitz their own Dracovish to de-thaw it. That was actually sick. But unfortunately, I pressed Trick Room and I brought in Sylveon. So, that was a cool play. I'm all for it. But I got Trick Room out of that. So, I like that play though a lot. That was really smart of them. That was actually such a sick play. I'm going to go for Hyper Voice and swap to my Incineroar here. Because at this point, my Incineroar just kind of goes crazy mode. Alright, I'm feeling good about this game 1. I mean, honestly, this game 1's kind of a steal. Like, I don't really think I deserve to win this one. I think this matchup's rough, but in a rough matchup, and I get a crit freeze on a Dracovish turn 1, I'm going to cash that check instantaneously. Instantaneously. So, I don't really, like, it does suck for my opponent, but I mean, I'm okay with it. I'll take a free win. Alright, Dracovish just going to die. Now, they're gonna conserve Dracovish. They're going to keep him alive in the Serena. That's fine. At this point, I think I just spam Hyper Voice for a bit. They are slower than my Sylveon, which is fine. Good to know. Good info. I'm still going to get off a Hyper Voice onto both these Mons. And I'm going to Hyper Voice next turn. I'm going to Hyper Voice maybe a third time. Who knows? I was a little bit afraid of, like, Throat Chop. Like, I'm so paranoid about Throat Chop because Throat Chop's, like, a real move in the other formats, but not really in this one. It's definitely not as prevalent. Alright, Hyper Voice. Free damage onto them. That's AV. Alright, that parting shot did a lot more, affected me way more than I liked. They're gonna switch Serena. My guess is they switch Serena into Incineroar. And I'm just gonna go for Hyper Voice, and then I'm gonna go for... Incineroar is gonna give me issues though. Dealing with Incineroar is difficult this game. Because they're gonna switch Serena out. They're not gonna let me hit it for free. Serena's like actually so valuable to them. I guess I could call mine. I could Flare Blitz here. Like Hyper Voice Flare Blitz doesn't feel horrible. Because I just need to start getting KOs so I can make Dracovish stay in. That's the big thing. If I get these KOs, then Dracovish has to stay in, and then I'm in a great spot. I don't think they can afford to get rid of Serena though. I think Serena's extremely valuable. Yeah, because it's their only thing stopping me from like fake outing Dracovish and killing it later because it is Scarf, so. Yep, they switched that guy in. I think this is okay. We're just getting kind of damage off. I think they're just going to press Snarl. But yeah, letting Rillaboom get burned honestly is kind of a bad play for me in this early game. We get the burn too, that's crazy. Okay, we didn't. Hyper Voice comes through. Spectrier dies next turn. They're going to taunt my Sylveon. Because they want to like fake out cycle it or whatever. I want to make sure it can't Calm Mind. Great situation for me. They're going to fake out Sylveon 100%. So what they're going to do here, 100%, they're going to fake out Sylveon. probably switch to Dracovish, right? Like, that's what I'm expecting. How many turns of Trick Room we got? 2. I'm going to switch out into P2. And then I am going to Flare Blitz Spectrier, though. Because I do want to threaten this thing down. I want to get a KO. If they switch out, fine. Like, I'll take the free Flare Blitz onto the Dragon Water type. But more importantly, I want to, if I can get a KO here, I am going to take it. That's the big thing. They're just going to fake out Sylve, though, because they can't afford to switch to Dracovish and not fake out Sylveon, right? Which they do switch to they switch out the Spectrier into Dracovish, into Serena. So that means they're faking out Incineroar, right? No, they just let me Flare Blitz Serena. Oh my gosh. Burn, too? Crazy that I keep getting these burns. No, no burn. And they're going to Flare Blitz my Sylveon. Wow. Well, that's fantastic stuff for me. That's amazing. That was awesome. That was sick. Also, Serena has AV, so it's going to die now. Trick Room's got one more turn. I'm going to press Recover onto Porygon 2. This is a hard one. I want to kill Serena, though. I think we can do this. I think we can kill Serena. Because killing Serena means I get Fake Out. And having Fake Out is very broken when the biggest threat to my team is Dracovish. Yeah, they gave me Serena. I think that's really, really good for me. Serena's fainted. They can bring in Dracovish next turn. I don't care. Everything will just pair. Everything is almost in glide range as is. We're going to Flare Blitz P2 again. I don't really care. I don't think Dracovish does enough. Because Dracovish has got to be jolly and stuff. So, like, it's not a huge deal. I think we just set up Trick Room again. Because they're going to bring in Dracovish, right? Or they could bring in Spectrier. It's Dracovish, yeah. Yeah, they just kill Incin. I think Incin's still incredibly valuable. Like I mentioned, Fake Out is extra broken now that we killed Serena. So I think we just do this. If they kill Rillaboom, I don't care. We just want to set up Trick Room here. I don't want to risk losing Incin, because I think we can just win with setting up an eventual Fake Out at the end of the game that kills Dracovish, and I just automatically win the game. That's what I'm hoping for. They're going to Fishious Rend, my P2, yep, that's fine. They might kill me here. They really might. But now they have to take into account, like, so yeah, they do kill P2, right? But now I get to bring in Sylveon and press Flake Out Hyper Voice, and there's nothing they can do. They have to lose Dracovish or Spectrier. So it's a dub, right? Like, I'm setting myself up for a great end game here. They don't have enough fuel to get through Rillaboom, Sylveon, and Incin. Like, I just have Fake Out Pivots locked because they gave me Serena. So that's the downside, right? You give me Serena, I'm going to press Fake Out until my fingers break, you know? Like, that's just how it is. Hyper Voice. Like, obviously they're going to switch out, obviously. But I simply can't take the risk of them not. So I have to press Fake Out here. But next turn, I just protect Sylveon, switch in my Fake Outer. If they read it, I lose my Pokemon, but it doesn't matter. Because eventually I'm going to kill this Dracovish, you know? Like, yeah, you can kill my Rillaboom this turn, or you can kill, you can try to kill Sylveon, but this doesn't matter at this point. I think I've got this locked up. Game 2 is going to be really difficult. I think my opponent's team is really strong, and I think this is an extremely difficult team to deal with. Especially with the Wisp Spectrier. We'll have to see. I'm a little nervous about games 2 and 3, but if I can snag game 1 like this, oh baby, please. Like, I'll take that. Yeah, they would draw Dracovish. That was expected, and I could punish this, but I don't need to. That's the important thing. I think what makes a Pokemon player good is they know when they need to make reads and they know when they don't. And this is a situation that I don't need to. That thing's fast. Wait. We're speed tying. We're speed tying. We're speed tying. Because he undersped me, so he thought he was slower. So he thought this was safe. But because we were speed tying, he just won that speed tie, and now Dracovish is going to die. We win the game. That's such a dumb way to lose the game. Like, it's just over now. Yeah, he's dead. It was a speed tie the whole time. Oh my god. Okay, that's game 1, which is exactly what we wanted. We snagged game 1. Now we just have to figure out how to steal another one of the games, which I'm probably capable of doing. What a funny ending. That was actually like a really funny ending. Cause I really did think like, oh, he's gonna go after me, like I'm gonna have to deal with it. I'm gonna have to deal with fake out, but I guess I was always fine, but holy crap, that was just a funny way that like all of his plans just like fell apart in one swift blow. Alright, I guess we just hyper voice here and we just U-turn. No point in showing anything else. They just lose anyways. Probably just gonna forfeit right here because it is gonna take a little bit for me to kill this instant, and they're not gonna forfeit. Okay. Oh, they do. Perfect. That's game 1. Okay. Game 2 time. What do I want to do here? What's the plan? Because Dragovich is a huge issue, and I can't let my guy get burned. I really can't. I could put them in a really awkward position by leading her Shifu plus P2. It's kind of a catch-22 situation because I either get Trick Room up or I get the Surging Strikes your Spectre for free. You can't stop both. But they might just be okay with that and wisp me. But I could bait it. That's the big thing, is I could realistically bait it. I could lead Lando. Landorus isn't too bad. It does cause, like, Dragovich is a problem later. But Lando's not too bad either. I've got options here. I could bring Sylve again. Because P2 is just too fantastic though to leave on the bench. So like if I bring Lando, I have to bring double fake outers, Lando P2, which is fine. I've thrown a lot of damage, but they are a problem. I think I'm gonna lead her Shifu plus. I'm not gonna bring Sylve. Is that really my play? Just deal with Dragovich without Sylve? That seems like crazy. I think we're just gonna not bring Boomer. Boomer just got burned. I think this is fine. Let's do this. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna rely on this turn 1. It's gonna be really hectic for my opponent. Because they are AV Serena. They are Wisp they're Wisp Cali. And I think what I'm gonna do turn 1 is put a lot of pressure onto Spectre, because I'm making it trying to wisp me and also taunt me, right? They're actually gonna lead Incineroar Dragovich. Huh. It's P2 or Shifu. Well, this isn't what I expected whatsoever. Like, at all. Weird. Download a boost. If I had Rilla, this would have been so fire. But alas, I do not. Okay, well, I'm just gonna... They're just gonna Vicious Ren P2. I mean, I'll just take Trick Room, I suppose. I think that's what my best case scenario is here. Is I just try to take Trick Room. That's the best thing I can do in this situation, I think. Is that I just intimidate it, and then I fake it out next turn, and I get Trick Room because this thing, like, instant can't stop me. They're gonna fake out P2. They faked out instant. What? What the heck was this play? Wait, this is so lit. What? The heck is going on here? I'm gonna Ice Beam him because I need to do damage to him. And I'm gonna Parting Shot him, make him worthless. Huh. This is strange. This is really strange that they led that and then that they didn't fake out P2. I guess I could Trick Room up early. They just don't care. I mean, I think they can stall Trick Room. I don't think they actually need to stop Trick Room necessarily, but I think your Shifu is gonna make this game a lot better. I Ice Beam first. They're gonna stay in. That's fine. I'm slower than them, which is a little bit bad, but I also just get to go into her Shifu. I have to go into her Shifu. I can't afford to lose Incineroar, so I just go into her Shifu, and then I'll get Parting Shotted, which is fine. It is weird. I mean, the Dragovich is still putting on pressure, but like much less so. It's not as big of an issue. Now they're gonna Parting Shot me, my Urshifu. Oh, my P2. Okay. How much does CC do to Dragovich? There's Shifu Shifu. It doesn't matter. I can use the dark one. See how much CC does. I'm like not much attack though. I'm adamant 76. CC is gonna do around 50. That's pretty decent. They're gonna go in Serena, right? Yeah. And they're gonna Vicious Rend my Incineroar slot that I swapped. It's gonna do an okay chunk, I suppose. This is strange. I think they might target down P2 with Vicious Rend here. Who do we think they're actually going to target down with Vicious Rend is the problem. Because they could go for Shifu this turn, which wouldn't be fun because then I would potentially take... Like, I want to switch an Instant here. Like 100%. Well, Instant probably takes the hit. Let's switch in Sylveon and switch in Incineroar. That's the money move there. Because I think we can take the hit. This thing's at -3 right now, so it could go critical. Which would probably cost me the game at this point. But as long as it doesn't go critical, we should be in an okay-ish situation. Let's see what they do. Because I don't really want either of my Pokemon to take Vicious Rend, but I don't think it's a heat. I think we'll take it. I think we'll live. They're going to power up my Incineroar. It misses. Not really a big deal. Yeah, they double tap it. But I live. I live that hit, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm just going to press Hyper Voice. They're forced to switch out one of their Pokemon. And I'm going to press Parting Shot because I want this guy alive. Okay. Okay. This is fine. Parting Shot to Serena. I don't think they're going to give me Dracovish. I think Dracovish has to switch out into Incineroar. But that's still free damage onto Incineroar. This game is going really slow. I don't necessarily love the situation I'm in. I'm really focused during this one. Because this matchup is very difficult. I wonder if that's Ash's Dracovish. But this matchup is very, very difficult. And since I stole game 1, I really want to win game 2 here. Like, I really do. They have to switch out Incineroar, or they have to switch out Dracovish as well, right? They're not just going to give me Dracovish. That would be so stupid. I would just auto-win the game. Instantaneously, almost. Yeah, they don't give it to me. They bring in Landorus. Landorus. No Spectrier. Which I feel like makes my life extremely easy. Wait, this actually looks so good for me. I have to navigate P2 correctly, but I'm looking pretty good here. Does this 2-hit KO Landorus is my real question here. I hope it does. Also, I'm so glad Instant lived. Free Hyper Voice. Does it 2-hit KO Landorus? It does not. It does not. One more turn of Trick Room. I'm going to go for Hyper Voice again. And I'm going to swap into P2. Because I think they're going to fake out her Shifu. I think they have to. And then they're going to like Sludge Bomb Silver or something. And then if I can navigate Trick Room one more time, I think I just win. It's a weird game though regardless. Because I do have to deal with, what's it called? I have to deal with Dracovish, I have to deal with Serena. But I think I'm chilling just because all their Pokemon are getting lower and lower. And there's a point at which P2 becomes just like undeniably hard for them to deal with. Alright, they fake out protected. Legendary stuff from my opponent right there. The fake out protect play. And also dealing damage to Incineroar right here is like the best thing I can do, honestly. Like I need to deal damage to Incin. Whew. Feels good. Okay, what they're going to do here, 100%, is they're going to EP P2. They're going to EP P2. And they're going to Flare Blitz it. They're forced into this awkward position, right? This horrible play that they have to make. I really think they have to make this play. They just canceled the battle. What? I just won. I think I threw, but they don't know that. But they just canceled the battle. I'm the champion! Let's go! What? Did they misclick that or something? I guess they just thought like Trick Room goes up, they just lose. They just didn't want to play it out. I think I should have just pressed Trick Room there, but I don't think it mattered. What was that? Well, I mean, we won the game. I'm really happy. that we were able to win the tournament once again. I guess I'll have to do a team report. The team report's probably already up on the channel, but thank you guys so much for watching this series. I greatly appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Helps me out a ton. But I really do hope you guys enjoyed this content. I had a fun time playing in this tournament, and I'm really happy I could win my 3rd tournament in a row. Thank you guys so much. See you later.